ATO-related issues, Colonel Andriy Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Now, the information about the events in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. In Lugansk area, traditionally, there were military actions in Popasnyansky region. The enemy repeatedly used mortars and armored vehicles, and according to staff estimates, yesterday the enemy launched 50 mines at our positions. On the whole, in Lugansk area, during the last 24 hours, there were 9 enemy shellings, 5 of which with the use of heavy weapons. Donetsk area. In Zaitsevo, Mayorsk, Avdiivka, Opetne, and Vodene, there were enemy mortar shellings, and in Pisky, the enemy opened fire with the use of barrel artillery. On the whole, the enemy launched about 130 mines and 26 shells. So our president was at these positions, and despite fire of the enemy, he inspected several points and positions of our servicemen, and he was speaking with our servicemen, and at the legendary checkpoint Republic Bridge that is near Donetsk airport, our president awarded our servicemen, and he signed the decree on demobilization of those servicemen who were mobilized during the fifth wave of mobilization. They will be demobilized in June and July. In Mariupol area, there were also enemy shellings with some use of heavy weapons in Mariupol area. The situation remains the same. The enemy continues shellings along the front line. They use snipers, APCs, and mortars of different caliber. The enemy launched about 130 mines at our positions. There are no calm areas at the front line, but the highest activity of enemy is near Mariinka and Talakivka. And on the whole, in Mariupol area, there were 28 enemy shellings, 10 of which with the use of heavy weapons. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 2 were wounded. Losses of the enemy during the last days. Yesterday, 3 were killed and 3 were wounded from so-called 6th Regiment, 11th Regiment, and 100th Brigade of the enemy. The day before yesterday, 26 bodies of Russian servicemen were brought from morgue of a hospital named after Kalinin in Donetsk. They were brought to the territory of Russian Federation. Law enforcement confiscate explosive devices, and these were 10 TNT blocks, 7 fuses, and 2 grenades F1. Ukrainian servicemen continue to inform the residents of frontline how to behave if they encounter explosive devices. Specialists of Civil and Military Cooperation Group organized a lesson on mine security for children at the art center in Mariupol. Servicemen told the children how mine look and what to do in case they encounter these mines. Our servicemen regularly deliver such lessons at the frontline area, especially during holidays when there are higher chances to encounter with these devices. In Mykolaievska Oblast, there were 3-day training of sergeants of the armed forces and marine forces of Ukraine. During these trainings, there were 80 servicemen involved from landing troops, marine and aviation units. And the task was to work on common techniques of work, sharing experience, and gaining new skills. So they organized the training in tactical actions and mine action, and also they had some firing practice, and they improved their skills in technical medicine in firing ground that is called Cherokee. In Khmelnytskyi, Ukrainian servicemen met with the diplomats of 9 countries. These were the representatives of the United States, Germany, Great Britain, Belgium, France, Italy, Romania, Norway, Azerbaijan, and South Korea. Ukrainian servicemen discussed the issues of the joint project with NATO of national system of mine action to counteract handmade explosive devices, and also possibility of providing contributions to special trust fund. And this event was very important on the eve of summit of NATO in Warsaw, where mine action will be one of the key topics for discussion. So this is all information. If you have some questions, please ask.
Щодо поранених,
As to people who were wounded, one in Avdiivka, one in Opetne, it happened in the course of shelling. Dmitry Moroz, Fifth Channel journalist. So for several days we hear that in Popasnensky region the situation deteriorated, there are shellings. What is there in that region? I mean, if we are speaking about the strategy, why the enemy tries to do something there for? So we didn't hear it for many months, and now we see that the situation deteriorated in that region. So about intensity of fire, this is the question to those people who are far from Donbass, who are in the territory of Russia. Why do they order to do this? But according to statistics and according to the data we have, Donetsk and Mariupol area were in the spotlight of attention of the militants. Now they started their activity in Lugansk region, in Popasnensky region. We can assume that this is done to draw attention or to distract attention from main areas. But I assure that we have positions that are reinforced. We have skilled servicemen, and we are ready to repel the enemy any moment. Thank you. Do you have other questions? No, thank you. Thank you, everyone.